My mic did not work and I was on stage, babe. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, girl. Today we're gonna be getting ready for a rehearsal for my live show, which is gonna be this Thursday coming up, and I'm really excited. It's gonna be Thursday at the Sky Bar in West Hollywood. Ooh, someone is honking. And yeah, I'm really excited for it. We're gonna meet up today with my dancers to go over choreography for it. And so I'm just getting ready for that, girl. We're also gonna be rehearsing live on TikTok and Instagram. So the ones that know will get to see it in real time, girl, okay? I kind of wanted to talk about sort of my history with performing. I perform as a singer-songwriter right now, and I've been doing live shows for about a year now. But before then, I've always been performing, girl. Before I started doing music, as a kid, I was a rhythmic gymnast. I was training to go to the Olympics. And then I did competitive cheer after that. And so yeah, I've always sort of been on the stage, girl. You know what I'm saying? I kind of just wanted to talk about what I've learned in this past year of doing live shows, performing my own music as a singer-songwriter, and discuss some silly moments I've had, okay? I will say my very first show was last year around this time, and it was my first time ever performing my own music. And my choreographer, Samantha, who now I work with all the time, I had never worked with her before, and she was just my dance teacher. But I was obsessed with her. I lived for her down. Every class I'd be like, she gets me. She may not know me yet, but she gets me. And so one day after dance, I just like worked up the courage to go up to her and be like, hey, so I'm doing this show. And no, actually, I think the first time I worked with her was for a music video. I had asked her to do choreo for a music video I was shooting. But after we worked together on that, I was like, that's the Benz music video, by the way. It's on this channel, you can watch it. It's really iconic, actually. But after we did the Benz music video together, I was like, okay, I'm doing this show. I want to have choreography. And she was like, period, let's see what we can do. And it ended up growing into this thing where we had like, I think I had like 10 or 15 dancers on stage with me. We did a whole rehearsal, like full video, which is also on this channel. I'll put all these links in my description. And it was really intense because we learned all the choreo for it in like one day. It was like an 8-hour rehearsal, but it was so fun. We learned all the choreo in one 8-hour rehearsal and then shot the concept video at the end of the day. So it was a lot. It was definitely a lot. And I remember on our rehearsal day, I had an audition for a TV show that I had to film. So it was just a lot at the time. It ended up being so worth it. I remember that performance being so fun. And even though it was my first time performing my own music, I felt pretty comfortable because it felt almost like a cheer performance for any of you that have done competitive cheer, where like there's a bunch of girls and everyone knows their parts, everyone knows their formation. It's very like, I don't know, it came pretty natural to me, which is a blessing. And so yeah, that was my first performance, you know, doing my own music live. After that, the shows just kept coming and coming, and I kept just getting booked for more shows, which again is like such a blessing. I ended up flying to Miami to do a show. I went to Chicago to do a show, which was one of my favorite shows I've ever done because the crowd was just so hype, and like it really does make a difference, believe it or not. The crowd's energy, like Chicago was one of the best shows I've ever had. Even though our stage was small, we were pretty much performing like on the floor of the club, but it was because everyone had such good energy and everyone was like engaged with what we were doing and like dancing or like filming us. And it was just me and Madison and Asia who are like my main dancer girls. But everyone was just like hype and filming us and like screaming. And so even though that was like probably not the biggest crowd I've ever performed in front of, it was definitely one of my favorite shows to this day. And my dad stays in Chicago and I spent a lot of time there with him as a kid and like even now. So Chicago's just very special to me. And next will be Lollapalooza. Lollapalooza, book me, okay? I'm talking to you, girl. Give me the stage. Give me the morning slot. I don't care. But I'll be there and I'll be shaking things up on that stage, okay? They don't even know the kind of tricks I have up my sleeve, okay? The type of hydraulics I would pull out for that, okay? The stage would be aflame in a safe way. Anyway, so serious about that. Lollapalooza, call me. But yeah, I would love to perform at Lollapalooza and Coachella. Those are like my two dream venues. And I fear that will be happening pretty soon. Not kidding. I will say though, performing live isn't always super glamorous, okay? I remember for my Miami show, oh my gosh, we had flown in that morning. We flew in the morning. We were all tired and delirious. It was hot, girl. It was like probably 90 or 100 degrees in Miami at the time. It was like last summer. And we get there, we go straight off the plane to sound check, sweaty and like grubby from the plane. And sound checks are always a little diabolical because it's like if the sound engineer isn't having a great day, then your sound check is gonna be very unproductive. So it was one of those days, okay? And our sound check was just not giving. My mic didn't work. So that was wild. And the crowd was looking at us like, so my mic wasn't working. And they ended up being like, yeah, we can't fix the issue with the mic. So you're just gonna have to turn it on and turn it off at certain points, because what was happening was there was super intense feedback at certain areas of the stage because we were essentially performing on like a pool runway. It was like a runway in a pool. And so, yeah, there's a lot of moving parts. And they were like, hey babe, basically your mic's kind of fucked. Your mic's not gonna work, babe. So just turn it on and off as you're performing and doing all your choreo and singing. Just make sure to remember to turn it on and off at these set points of your set. And I was like, okay girl, but you know what, we did it. It was a good experience because you learned to just like go with the punches, girl. Yeah, we ended up having fun and flying home the next morning and being so tired. I remember I was turning in an audition that night too. I just didn't sleep and went straight from the show to editing my audition, turning it in, and then to the airport. I was like, ah, it was giving bus, club, another bus, another club. No one believed in me. Da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? Very gaga, very gaga. And then another show in LA, very similar. Like my mic was not working, girl. And so they were like, yeah, just turn it on and off. I'm like, okay, sure. So yeah, it's not always glamorous, but it's always a gag, okay? Okay, so this is the finished look for rehearsal today. Let's pack our bag for the dance studio so you can see everything I bring with me to rehearsals. I will be bringing this if I can't chug it beforehand. Watch my matcha videos on TikTok, okay? The people love them. The people are eating them up. Guys, please look at these shoes that I recently purchased. Okay, ever heard of whimsy? Of bringing a little whimsy into your life? That's what these shoes are for me, babe. They bring me so much serotonin, it's actually insane. They're my favorite thing I own. My house shoes. Okay, lock in. We need to pack. So, I will be bringing my mic because you have to practice with the mic, girl, because it's completely different. All the choreo feels different with the mic in your hand. This is the bag I'm bringing. Of course, my Skims giant fluffy bag. And I'm gonna bring this. I'm also gonna bring this tripod, which is really great because it breaks down to be super, super tiny and thin, which is amazing. And I'm bringing this because we're gonna be going live while we perform, while we rehearse for the show. So I wanna bring this, and I need to film some content while I'm there. So into the bag it goes. I feel like that's it for what I have to bring. I'm obviously gonna bring water and caffeine, okay, my matcha. And then for outfit, let's see what we want to give today. Okay, so for outfit, I'm thinking this top with a white bikini and then these shorts. I love these shorts. People ask me about them all the time. I got them on Amazon, but I've made these out of like other shorts. You can make them with any shorts you have, honestly, if you just cut the bottoms. Like, I have some camo ones that people ask me about a lot, and I just literally bought camo pants on Amazon and cut them up a bunch in like random places. So yeah, a little DIY hack for you. But I ordered these and they were already cut, but I cut them more. Cause why not? Anyway, let's change and see the final fits. Okay guys, so this is my rehearsal outfit. Let me show you. This is the full look, okay? My heels are in my car, which I always perform in a heel. I just love dancing in heels. I feel more like myself when I'm dancing in a heel versus a flat shoe, especially on stage. So my heels are already in my car because I leave them there because I always forget them when I'm going to dance, so I just leave them there. And they're white, so it'll tie in this white bikini top. This top I got from Amazon a long time ago, and I get a lot of my costume stuff from Amazon, or I just make it because it doesn't have to last forever. The quality doesn't have to be great. I'm literally gonna wear it once. So yeah, this is the look, okay? And let's go do fragrance and then we're gonna head out the door. Okay, so I'm gonna do a spritz of this Valentino. You guys know the drill by now. I love this smell so much. My favorite smell ever. I'm gonna spray it. And honorable mention to Alien Goddess by Mugler. Mine is empty, but I need to buy another one. And I don't know why I'm keeping the empty bottle. It's like I'm scared to let her free. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is the finished look, you guys. I'm so excited to go to rehearsal and love you. Thanks for watching. Bye.